The prospect of living with a roommate often conjures images of camaraderie and shared experiences. The idea of sharing a space with someone can be comforting, filled with laughter, late-night conversations, and mutual support. It's a vision of companionship that many look forward to when they decide to share their living quarters. Yet for some, the reality is far more sinister. Instead of finding a friend, they encounter a stranger whose behavior is unpredictable and unnerving. The initial excitement of moving in together quickly fades as the true nature of their roommate begins to surface. The following narratives delve into the harrowing experiences of individuals thrust into terrifying situations with their roommates. These stories are not just about minor disagreements or petty squabbles, they reveal a much darker side of shared living. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night to strange noises, or finding your personal belongings mysteriously moved or tampered with. From hidden secrets to psychological torment, these accounts illuminate the dark underbelly of shared living spaces, where the line between safety and horror blurs beyond recognition. The psychological impact of living with a menacing roommate can be profound, leaving lasting scars. It's a descent into a nightmare where trust is shattered, and every day becomes a struggle to maintain one's sanity. The eerie atmosphere of an apartment can become a breeding ground for fear, where every creak and shadow takes on a menacing quality. The sense of unease can be overwhelming, making it difficult to feel at home in your own space. Victims of such malice often find themselves isolated, unable to confide in others for fear of not being believed. The emotional distress can be debilitating, affecting every aspect of their lives. These stories serve as a stark reminder of the potential dangers lurking behind the facade of shared living. But amidst the darkness, there are also tales of escape and resilience. Some manage to break free from their toxic roommates, finding peace and reclaiming their lives. These stories of survival offer a glimmer of hope, showing that even in the darkest of times, there is a way out. With the support of friends and loved ones, and the courage to start anew, these individuals demonstrate that it is possible to overcome the horrors of shared living and find a fresh start. Unveiling darkness, my roommate's macabre secret. As Alex stepped into his new apartment, excitement tinged with anticipation filled his veins. The promise of a fresh start, a new chapter in his life, was almost palpable. He had high hopes for this new living arrangement, believing it would be the perfect environment to focus on his studies and personal growth. However, the promise of a fresh start quickly soured when he stumbled upon his roommate James's macabre secret. It was a discovery that would forever change his perception of the world around him. At first, James seemed like any other roommate, friendly, approachable, and seemingly ordinary. They shared casual conversations, laughed at each other's jokes, and even bonded over late-night movies. Everything seemed perfectly normal. Yet beneath this veneer of normalcy lurked something sinister, something Alex could never have anticipated. There were subtle signs, small inconsistencies in James's behavior that Alex initially dismissed as quirks. The first sign of trouble came in the form of strange noises echoing through the apartment at odd hours, coupled with James's increasing withdrawal from social interactions. The once lively and engaging roommate began to retreat into himself, becoming more secretive and elusive. Concerned, yet intrigued, Alex embarked on a clandestine investigation, leading him to a chilling discovery hidden within James's closet, a decomposing body concealed within a hidden compartment. The sight was horrifying, a grotesque revelation that left Alex reeling. The shock of this revelation reverberated through Alex's very being, shattering his sense of security and plunging him into a nightmarish world of fear and paranoia. Every creak of the floorboards, every shadow cast by the flickering lights seemed to harbor a new threat. He grappled with the horrifying realization that his seemingly ordinary roommate harbored a dark and twisted secret, one that threatened to consume them both. The weight of this knowledge was almost unbearable, a constant reminder of the darkness that lurked just beneath the surface. Haunted by the specter of James's depravity, Alex struggled to come to terms with the darkness that lurked beneath the surface of his once promising living arrangement. The apartment, once a symbol of hope and new beginnings, had become a prison of fear and uncertainty. His tale serves as a chilling reminder of the dangers that can lurk behind closed doors, hidden beneath the facade of normalcy. It is a stark warning to always be vigilant, to never take things at face value, and to be aware of the hidden depths that may lie within those we think we know. echoes of insanity, enduring the torment of a psychotic roommate. Sarah's excitement at moving in with her new roommate, Emily, quickly turned to terror as she became ensnared in a web of psychological torment. Emily, initially charming and affable, soon revealed herself to be anything but, her behavior veering into the realm of the unhinged. As Sarah bore witness to Emily's erratic mood swings and paranoid delusions, she found herself trapped in a living nightmare, constantly on edge and fearful of triggering her roommate's explosive temper. Every interaction with Emily felt like walking on eggshells, with the potential for violence lurking just beneath the surface. The situation reached a breaking point when Sarah stumbled upon Emily's disturbing artwork, filled with graphic depictions of violence and suffering. Terrified for her safety, Sarah knew she had to escape before it was too late, before she became the next victim of her roommate's descent into madness. Sarah's harrowing ordeal serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of the human mind and the dangers that can arise when mental illness goes unchecked. Her story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unspeakable terror. Sarah's initial days with Emily were filled with cautious optimism. She had hoped for a harmonious living situation, but the shadows on the walls soon began to flicker with a more sinister light. Strange notes began to appear around the apartment, cryptic messages that hinted at Emily's deteriorating mental state. Sarah often heard eerie whispers in the dead of night, adding to her growing sense of unease. Her paranoia peaked when she discovered hidden cameras placed around the apartment, making her feel like she was constantly being watched. Confronting Emily only made things worse, as her roommate's behavior became even more erratic and threatening. The discovery of Emily's diary revealed dark secrets and plans that made Sarah's blood run cold. Realizing the imminent danger, Sarah began to pack her bags in haste, planning her escape meticulously. She made a desperate phone call to a friend, explaining her dire situation and pleading for help. Under the cover of night, Sarah finally made her escape, feeling the weight of Emily's watchful eyes even as she fled. Safe at last, Sarah found solace in the company of friends and began the long process of recovery. Reflecting on her ordeal, she realized the importance of mental health awareness and the need for vigilance in shared living spaces. By sharing her story, Sarah hopes to empower others to recognize the signs of mental illness and take action before it's too late. Her story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unspeakable terror. Confronting the abyss, my terrifying coexistence with the roommate from hell. For Mark, the excitement of moving into a new apartment quickly turned to dread as he discovered the true nature of his roommate John. The initial thrill of independence and a fresh start was overshadowed by an unsettling feeling that something was amiss. Initially, John seemed like a harmless eccentric, someone with quirky habits that could be overlooked. But as days turned into weeks, Mark began to realize that there was something deeply wrong with his new living situation. The oddities that once seemed benign started to reveal a more sinister undertone. John's mood swings became increasingly erratic, and his bizarre behavior began to take a toll on Mark's mental health. One moment, John would be eerily calm, and the next, he would erupt in a fit of rage over the smallest inconvenience. The unpredictability of John's actions left Mark constantly on edge. Mark felt like he was walking on eggshells around his own home, never knowing when John's temper would flare up or what might set him off. The tension in the apartment was palpable, and Mark found himself retreating to his room more often, seeking solace in the only space that felt somewhat safe. Things took a sinister turn when Mark discovered evidence of John's involvement in a local cult, complete with disturbing rituals and sacrifices. Hidden in the back of a closet, Mark found strange symbols, candles, and what appeared to be a list of names. The realization that John was part of something so dark and dangerous sent chills down Mark's spine. Terrified for his safety, Mark knew he had to get out before it was too late, before he became another victim of his roommate's dark obsession. The fear of what John might do next was a constant presence, and Mark's anxiety grew with each passing day. He started to make plans to leave, but the thought of confronting John was paralyzing. Mark's story serves as a chilling reminder of the dangers that can lurk behind closed doors, hidden beneath the facade of normalcy. What seemed like a typical roommate situation turned into a nightmare, revealing the hidden depths of human darkness. It's a stark warning that appearances can be deceiving. It's a cautionary tale about the importance of trusting your instincts and prioritizing your own safety above all else. Mark's experience underscores the need to listen to that inner voice that tells you when something is wrong, even if you can't immediately put your finger on it. In the end, it's better to be safe than sorry. As Mark's fear reached its peak, he devised a plan to escape. He waited for a moment when John was out of the apartment, quickly packing his essentials and leaving behind everything else. The final confrontation never came, but the threat of it was enough to push Mark to act. Mark eventually found a new place to live, but the trauma of his experience lingered. He became more cautious, more aware of the potential dangers that could be hidden in plain sight. His story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the importance of taking action when faced with danger. Reflecting on his ordeal, Mark realized that the lessons he learned were invaluable. He understood the importance of being vigilant, of not ignoring red flags, and of taking steps to protect oneself. His terrifying coexistence with the roommate from hell became a powerful narrative of survival and awareness. In the end, Mark's experience, though harrowing, empowered him. He emerged stronger, with a heightened sense of self-preservation and a deeper understanding of the complexities of human behavior. His story serves as a beacon of hope for others who might find themselves in similar situations, reminding them that they too can overcome and find safety. Trapped in the shadows, my roommate's enigmatic past unveiled. Rachel thought she had found the perfect roommate in Julia, someone who seemed friendly, responsible, and easy to get along with. But as time went on, Rachel began to realize that there was something off about Julia, something she couldn't quite put her finger on. Julia's behavior grew increasingly strange and erratic, and Rachel found herself feeling uneasy around her roommate. Strange things began happening in their apartment. Objects would move on their own, and Rachel could hear whispering voices in the dead of night. One day, while cleaning out a closet, Rachel stumbled upon a hidden journal belonging to Julia. As she read through its pages, she discovered that Julia had a dark and troubled past, one that she had been trying to escape from for years. Terrified by what she had uncovered, Rachel knew she had to get away from Julia before it was too late. But Julia wasn't about to let her go without a fight, and Rachel soon found herself trapped in a terrifying battle for survival. Rachel's mind raced as she tried to figure out how to escape the increasingly dangerous situation. Julia's demeanor had shifted from friendly to menacing, and Rachel could feel the tension in the air. She knew she had to leave, but the fear of what Julia might do kept her paralyzed with indecision. Time was running out, and Rachel's anxiety grew with each passing second. In a desperate search for answers, Rachel uncovered more secrets about Julia's past, each more disturbing than the last. The journal revealed a childhood filled with trauma and loss, explaining some of Julia's erratic behavior. The more Rachel learned, the more she realized the depth of Julia's pain and the lengths she had gone to hide it. Confronted with the truth, Rachel felt a mix of fear and pity for her troubled roommate. The tension between them reached a boiling point, leading to a confrontation that neither could avoid. In a moment of sheer panic, Rachel made a break for it, hoping to escape the nightmare she found herself in. Julia, however, was determined not to let Rachel go, her own fears and insecurities driving her actions. Rachel's heart pounded as she hid, praying that Julia wouldn't find her. The apartment, once a place of comfort, had become a maze of terror and uncertainty. Desperate for freedom, Rachel saw a chance to escape and took it, hoping it wasn't too late. As Rachel made her escape, Julia was left alone, her secrets and past finally catching up with her. Rachel didn't stop running until she was far away, vowing never to look back at the life she had narrowly escaped. Conclusion. The stories of Alex, Sarah, Mark, and Rachel serve as chilling reminders of the dangers that can lurk within the walls of seemingly ordinary apartments. Their experiences are not just tales of inconvenience or minor disputes. They are harrowing accounts that reveal the sinister side of shared living. From hidden secrets to psychological torment, these narratives expose the dark underbelly of shared living spaces, where the line between safety and horror is often blurred beyond recognition. The seemingly mundane can quickly turn into a nightmare, as these stories have shown us. In a world where we're taught to trust those around us, these tales remind us that evil can sometimes wear a familiar face. The people we live with, those we consider friends or even family, can harbor dark intentions that we may never suspect until it's too late. They serve as cautionary tales, urging us to trust our instincts and prioritize our own safety above all else. It's a stark reminder that our intuition can be our best defense against the unknown dangers that may be lurking just beyond our bedroom doors. For in the darkness that lurks within our own homes, the truest horrors often lie in wait. The comfort of our personal spaces can be shattered in an instant, revealing the terrifying reality that sometimes the most frightening threats are the ones closest to us. As we navigate the complexities of shared living, it's crucial to remain vigilant and aware of our surroundings. The unsettling stories we've explored highlight the importance of being cautious and attentive to the subtle signs that something may be amiss. Whether it's a strange noise in the middle of the night or an inexplicable feeling of unease, these small indicators can be the first warning signs of a much larger issue. By paying attention to these details, we can better protect ourselves from potential harm. Simple actions like locking doors and securing personal belongings can go a long way in ensuring our safety. It's about taking proactive steps to create a secure environment, even in the most familiar of settings. Ultimately, the goal is to foster a living space where we feel safe and at peace. By being mindful of the lessons learned from these chilling tales, we can strive to create a home that truly feels like a sanctuary. So as we conclude this journey through the dark side of shared spaces, let us remember to always prioritize our safety and trust our instincts. For in doing so, we can navigate the complexities of shared living with confidence and peace of mind.